I am doing a build and chart, paint chart, whatever, whatevs. Let's see what we got here. Sorry, I have not been on here in a bit, so bear with. All right. Oh man. So thought I'd get some hobby in it. Let's see what you guys are up to. Glasses on the top of my head. If I know you and you want to come in and hang out and bullshit hobby with me, you're more than welcome. If I don't know you, if I don't recognize your name, don't get offended. You know, say hi to me or something, and maybe next time you can sit in with. We would have some issues with some silly folk doing silly things on the channels. So it's all good. Just got to take them precautions. So tonight I am working on some. I'm building a small Slanesh army, and I am pinning their bases and putting them on some cavalry bases and whatnot. So let me try to find you one. There we go. We'll work on these bad boys. The demonettes on their steeds. So we'll kind of put those together, slap those guys together. Now, this army that I'm working on right now, guys, is like a total triple X. It's like very, very Slanesh, like what Slanesh would really be like. So it's really twisted. So more like I'm not gonna be able to show you guys a whole lot, but if you guys know me, get on Discord, and you'll end up seeing it anyway. So, but anyway, if you want to see what a true Slanesh army is, this is it, guys. This is it. So that chick is done. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pin these things because they are too big to really just glue on the base. I printed up some bases too. Some pieces. I did the calculation, and I got a guy go on YouTube, and I can buy bases cheaper than I can print, right? So, what else? Oh, let me get over. Looks like somebody's chatting with me. Joe, what's up, dude? I'm just getting in some hobby in is what I'm doing. That's about it. What about you? You enjoying this fine evening or day or wherever you're at? We'll be pinning some stuff. I'm trying to think how I used to pin. I need some clippers. Hey, babe. Babe. Mel. Come here. Hey, can I have your wire cutters? Your work wire cutters? She doesn't have any whores. All right. Oh shit! I'm gonna have to go get some wire cutters real quick, guys. There you go. Perfect size. Fit right in there. I'll be right back. Okay. Unprepared. I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Had to give me some wires and cutters. I can't cut these things using a screw cutter because it'll jack it up. The screw. Hell, my screw cutter's got nicks in it from doing shit like this. So if you guys don't know how to pin, all you do is you like the point that you want to, connect. You just drill a hole. This is from a pin drill. I'll show it to you guys. I'm sure most of you guys know what this is all about, but in case you're watching this and you don't know what how to pin, I'm gonna teach you. I'm gonna teach you. Or at least this is how I pin. I can find it. Let's see here. Tick. Damn it. Isn't it how it always goes? The one thing you need is at the bottom of the fucking barrel. Bottom of the barrel. Probably have a better way to store my tools, but I'm an old geezer. I'm doing this the same way my whole fucking life. So these are concrete molds, plaster molds for testing. So, ooh, yeah. What you printing, dude? I got some stuff in the printer right now, man. I'm printing up some. My buddy Mac, I guess he's doing a Call of Cthulhu game, and he needed a roadster, like a 1930s roadster, and I found an STL for him. And actually, one of my buddies from Colts that I downloaded some of his files sent me the roadster, so it's fucking awesome. Great guy. He does. I'll put his drill this real quick. I'll have to. It's cool. He has made a bunch of STL files for the Gore Thunder Down Under, or not Thunder Down Under, but Rumble in the Antarctic or something. Hey, Cinematic, what's up, dude? Very cool. Ooh, Destroyed Vehicle. Very cool. Doing good, man. I'm just doing some pinning. Seeing if I can remember how to do all this shit. But yeah, so again, pinning is just drilling a hole in the two parts that you want to connect. And that pinning piece just enforces it, because it's basically just like a piece of rebar or whatever you want to call it, stuck in there to give it some stuff. So guys, Joe, if you've never seen Cinematic Tabletop's battle reports, dude, you got to do it. They are fucking epic. Epic. I think they're the best battle reports in the business, in the whole hobby. They are so much fun. So, Joe or Cinematic, are you are you professional guy? Because I'm telling you, man, those battle reports are like professional level, dude. Those are awesome. They're fantastic. I'm super impressed. And I love the dialogue that the soldiers are having, and man, it's seriously, man, it's like reading, an old war book, Commando or Army at War, all that shit, man. It brings back the memory. In fact, it's funny. Me and my wife went to we actually have a mall in town. It's dead, but we go in there and we were just walking around, and there's kind of like a comic shop / kind of like video game store there. And I bought a collection of Sergeant Rock's stuff, right? And they wanted like $40 for this like black and white trade paperback, right? And it's got water damage. It's obviously been sitting on the shelf for like years. And I'm like, I go up to the owner. I'm like, are you married to the prices on this shit? Because I'll give you $5 for this reading copy. He's like, well, I suppose because of the day. I'm like, yeah, dude. Yeah, you'll have your first sale for the fucking day. But yeah, I love me some, $40. But let me show you the book real quick. Let me show you what it is. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money in any money. Okay, so it's a collection of Sergeant Rock, right? It's a big collection, right? There's probably, let's see if it says 500 pages, right? It's all black and white, right? It's all black and white. That's why those just reading copies, right? They wanted $39.95 for this thing, right? And there's like water damage. Look at that shit. There's water damage. It's definitely just a reading copy. There's no value in this at all. You know, I'll buy it for a reading copy because I used to have every appearance of Sergeant Wright ever when I collected comics, but those have been sold a long time ago. But yeah, so I gave him $5. Like, I'll give you $5 cash right here. He's like, I'm like, dude, no one's gonna buy this for fucking $40. He's like, okay, yeah, that's cool. You're right. I'm like, you're welcome. Shit. Oh, and it's funny because Mel is just, freaking out. She hates when I bargain. She hates it. She's like, just pay the price. And I'm like, no, I don't want to pay the price because it's too much. I'll go to Home Depot or something. Hey, you can you go down on this price? She's like, obviously a place where you can't, because I like to watch her squirm a little bit. It's funny. But yeah. So, shit, don't ever be afraid to say, hey, I'm not gonna pay that price, but I'm willing to pay this price. And you can be friendly, you don't have to be an asshole. And it's funny because a lot of people think bargaining is being douchey. Shit, dude. When I was collecting comics and trading comics and stuff, man, it's like, Overstreet Price Guy could throw a price out there, right? And I'm like, okay, that's what Overstreet thinks it's worth, but is the collector going to pay that much for it? That's the thing. It's only worth what the collector is going to pay for it. So, you got to be nimble. But, whatever. And again, that was just a reading copy. It wasn't, if it was in better shape, maybe, but I don't know. Yeah, the worst they can do is say no, kick you out of their store, ban you for life. But, it's all good. There's always another comic shop, man, right? In fact, I'm not. This place is I love it because it's real dingy and dirty and old. And the guy, obviously is just like a collector. He probably, won a bunch of money or, it's his dad's shop or some shit. And he, so he doesn't give a shit if he makes money or not. He's just sitting there, doing whatever. So those are the best. But yeah, so that's what me and Mel did today. We just did a little shopping, walked around the mall. We try to walk around the mall every couple of days, get some exercise. Oh, this is hilarious, guys. So in the mall, okay, so first of all, Texas is not a legal, pot being legal state. It's not, okay? But so we're in the mall, and there's a big arcade, this giant arcade and bouncy place, laser tag, and all this shit, right? But right in front of it, there's a vending machine, and it's selling CBD oil shit, right? Like pills and gummies or whatever, which isn't technically pot, but it's supposed to have the same kind of whatever. And I'm like, and then there's it's a vending machine, and it says 21 and up, whatever, right? Shit, guys, it's like putting a cigarette machine in front of the high school and saying, oh, you guys can't buy it, just the teachers. I'm sitting there like, what in the hell? I'm like, that was so all the kids are going to the mall and buying the CBD oil and gummies and whatever from that vending machine. There's no one there. I mean, it's again, the malls in America or just around the world probably are all dead. So there's no one there. There's no security. It's barely, there's barely a couple dozen shops, if not just a dozen. No one's watching it. So it's whatever. It was pretty funny. But yeah, the surrealness of life, sometimes it's fucking crazy. So did you get cinematic? Did you get your video done? Your battle report? I liked your weird World War II one with the mansion and all the zombies just pouring out of the mansion. That was awesome. Me and Mel are going to start playing some Conflict 47 here soon. Um, I just read the book. I just got a hard copy of the book. And, it's funny because I've reached out to Warlord, right? And asked them to go, hey, I'm Weird World War II. We'd love to showcase some of your stuff or whatever. If you want to back us, become like a sponsor. No, thank you. I'm like, right on. And they're not doing that game any justice. They're just, I think they're honestly, I mean, since they bought it, they haven't done really anything with it. Now I heard through the grapevine, guys. You still going? Right on. By the way, people from abroad support. Dude, I know. I think you're in the UK, right, man? Listen, I do not fault these people for wanting to go somewhere better and try it on their own. But you just can't have just unfettered movement. I mean, every other country on the planet, right, secures its border. So I don't understand why America can't secure its border. It's just ridiculous. And again, guys, I have a hardworking, person from any country wants to come to America and do the American dream. Because let me tell you guys, in America, the American dream is the immigrant. They come here from a worse situation that they were in. They come here, they endeavor and they put their families in better situations so they can have a better future. I'm all about that. I'm all about immigration, bringing people of substance to the community and the area. But you can't just let anybody and everybody in, man. We don't have the money. These people have no money. They have no context. They have no jobs. It's just like, what are we supposed to do? I mean, Texas is going bankrupt. We can't just support everybody. And again, I do not fault the people. It's just our government needs to fucking look, guys, you can come into America, but you got to follow the steps. We're not just going to fucking let you in, but they're just too weak to do it. And again, guys, I'm a big libertarian guy. I'm not a conservative. I'm not a fucking liberal. I'm just kind of like live and let live. Let's help each other. Let's live in peace. Let's help each other prosper. Let's live our different lifestyles in peace. But again, we can't afford it. Exactly. I mean, I don't know, man. And I know Europe is having it real bad. And I just read a report that Russia, they're sending a bunch of migrants from their country to Finland and just stacking them up against the border of Finland, right? And Finland's like, well, fuck you. We can't fucking take care of all these people. Russia will just let them sit there and freeze to death and die. They don't give a fuck. And Finland's like, look, guys, you're not, you can't come in. And it's just these poor people. And again, most of them are innocent folks that just are looking for a better. But you have your bad people that are on the run and all that kind of bullshit. But I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. And then it's like in America, we have these cities called sanctuary cities. And they promise, anybody, room and board and secure benefits and whatnot, right? So our governor started shipping migrants to New York City, San Francisco, places like that are sanctuary cities. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, wait a minute. No. And it's just like, hey, if you want to be a part of the solution, then help us out. Because Texas doesn't have we don't have the money. Help us out. They're like, well, you're going to bankrupt our city. Well, welcome to the situation. Welcome to the problem. But again, I do not hate these people. I don't disparage them. I understand their situation. They want something better for themselves and their families. I get that. But, I mean, you can't just fucking, without any kind of fucking plan. You just can't do it. It's insane. It's causing real bad divisions in the country. You know, the governor or the mayor of New York City is calling the governor of Texas like a criminal and all this shit. I'm like, how is he a criminal? I don't get it. It's just weird. It's like, yeah, Finland and Poland. Yeah, poor Poland, dude. I mean, Jesus. You know, if Russia has their way, Russia would just take over Poland and I don't know. It's just a mess, man. It's a mess. I mean, you know, and these countries, like I know the EU like pays like Morocco and other countries to keep people from swimming across the Med into Spain and into Italy and all that shit. They pay them those monies to keep them from doing it, but they're just taking bribes from them, letting them go anyway. And so they're getting it from all sides. And Europe only has, shit. I mean, with Europe having a lot of socialist countries with all the, with the level of support that the government offers to its citizens, holy shit, you guys are doing like a whole lot more than what America does. Let me tell you guys, to get like social like welfare in America, you got to be nearly destitute. Because I've been on it. I've been a single dad with 2 kids. One of my kids is sick, like terminally. And, I couldn't work because I had to care for him. And I was working from home. I didn't, and, back then you couldn't find any decent jobs working from home. And then, like, you have to be, it's rough, man. But there is a safety net. But, shit, dude, I've been paying into that since I was 15 years old. So, I need some help right now. And that's what it's for. It's for those who have, have hard times and need some help until, they get it through. And then it's like all of a sudden, I know a lot of the European countries have the socialism, more socialized than America. And I know that it's a drag. I mean, it's a total financial drag on the whole country to try to, care for all these extra people. Because they're not paying into the system yet. I don't know. It's a mess, man. America has a huge homeless issue. There's just not enough places to live. And even houses that are for sale, they're so fucking expensive. I should take that back. The houses are coming down a little, but the interest rates are outrageous. But yeah, Russia wants Alaska back. Shit. Good luck, Ivan. Shit. I love it. It's just, you would think, I mean, they can't bulldoze Ukraine. What makes them think they can bulldoze into fucking Alaska? It's just fucking ridiculous. I mean, listen, all that shit will change the minute Putin fucking eats a bullet or falls out of a window or whatever the fuck's going to happen to him. It's just more bullshit we all got to deal with. It's insane. So Joe or Cinematic, if you guys want to sit in, you're more than welcome to. On the live, or do the video if you want to. Guys, I trust you guys enough to be at least internet appropriate. It's funny. I don't do a lot of pinning. I rarely pin stuff. I just, most of the time I'm not doing really big things or most of the stuff. I don't know, but it's interesting. I haven't pinned anything in a long time. Let me see here if anybody's. Oh, let me grab the link. Sorry about that, guys. If you guys want to, if Joe or Cinematic, if you want to jump in, here's the link to it. Sorry about that. I think that's the link. I'm relatively new to this, so that should be it. But again, I wish, all those families that, it's a scary thing. I'd be doing the same thing if I was in Honduras and, the situation there and the cartels and just the governments or whatever. I'd want to go somewhere too. And I'm sure a majority of them that get here will be they'd work hard and endeavor to do better for them and their children. But it's just like can't fuck. That's the big thing, I know a lot of you, the Europeans and the rest of the world, hate America, or it's like a necessary evil kind of bullshit. But trust me, man, I'm not hip to like being in everybody's shit. I'm not hip to like being the policeman of the world. I'm not hip to having to. Why does America have to get involved? I mean, shit. I mean, why can't whoever deal with it? Whatever. I mean, why do we have to get into it? It's just like, I mean, I get it. I mean, I understand the geopolitics of it all, but again, it's just like, fuck. It's nuts. But anyway, whatever. What can you do? You can only do what you can do, right, guys? You can only do what you can do. And most of the time, that's not much. You know what I mean? The best thing you can do is vote for the people you don't want, or vote for the people you do want. But, well, right on, dude. We love our brothers and our cousins from the island, across the pond. I think that's where you're at. I think wait, are you Scottish? I don't know. I know that's a big, if you're not, I'm going to say, are you part of the United Kingdom? So I don't offend anybody, like, specifically. That'd be like calling a Texan, like a New Yorker. Or, are you from California? Like, California? Get a rope. But yeah, shit. Times be strange, guys. Always is. Always some asshole in the work. Oh, you're Aussie. Okay, shit, my bad, dude. That's awesome. Hey, dude, I've got a buddy. Got a couple buddies actually, but my friend Adam, his channel is Wargaming China, which is great. He's fantastic. He's in Sydney, dude. I don't know if you're close to Sydney. Isn't it funny? Like, it's like you know one person in this massive country, and you're like, oh yeah, you know this guy. It's like, no, motherfucker. There's like 20 million people. But no, I mean, he's a cool motherfucker. He's a big war gamer, like World War II. He does mostly, the China front from 1932 to 45. But his channel is really cool. But hell, if you guys are local to each other, you guys should fucking meet up, man. I'm always pushing like fellow YouTubers / war gamers to like, try to meet up and, get together and do that thing we all love, wargaming. Your paint jobs are awesome too, Cinematic Squirrel. What are you doing, dude? Squirrel. I am pinning together. So, uh-oh. Sorry about that, guys. My electricity flickered. If you guys can hear me, let me know. Yeah, so Squirrel, I am pinning together some Slaanesh demonettes, riding their beasts, Slaanesh beasts, onto their bases. That's what I'm doing. So, like I said, I hadn't pinned anything in a long time. It's pretty damn easy. Yeah, so okay, all good, cool, sweet. Yeah, so what are you working on, Squirrel? I think last time I heard you, what were you working on? You were working on Was it some ancients or something? Or maybe some fantasy? I can't remember. But no, though cinematic. I was saying, you have pretty awesome paint jobs too. I dig your paint jobs. I love the close-ups of them going. "Rah," you know, it's like. Do you do all the voices too? Because it sounds like they're different people doing your voices. Oh damn! That's a hell of a fucking. I swear, Australia is like Texas. It takes you a week to get anywhere, right? Shit, you're a lot bigger than Texas. But I'm in Central Texas, and no lie, guys, it takes for me to get out of the state, either south, north, east, or west. It's at least like 4 or 5 hours to just get out of the state. Yeah, so it's like, it's funny because a friend of mine and one of you Europeans were telling me this. You guys travel a lot. The Europeans will go to all these different countries and right? And he asked me, why don't you Americans travel much? I'm like, well, shit, dude. Like, America is like bigger than Europe. So it's like if I drive from Texas to like Tennessee, that'd probably be like driving from France to Poland or to fucking Netherlands, or not the Netherlands, but like I don't know, whatever, Italy or something. Yeah, so it's like America's so big. It's almost like and it's got everything. It's got deserts, mountains, woods, Pacific and Atlantic. And it's got all that shit. If you really want to get to the tundra, you just go either to Canada or go to Alaska. But yeah, so I guess that's why Americans don't travel abroad or to a lot of different countries. Because shit, America's so big. It's almost like going to different countries. Like if you're from New York State and you drive to New Mexico, it's a whole nother environment. The culture's different there. The look, it's like a lot of the look is different. So it's almost like just going to a different country. So I guess we don't really need. You do 90% of the voices. You're shitting me. That's awesome. Do you use filters or whatever they do? Because I tell you, they sound different. I love the fucking Brits. They're great. That's funny. Yeah. So, Squirrel, if you haven't seen Cinematic Tabletop's his battle reports, you need to check them out. They're fucking great. They are great. There's two kind of battle reports that I like, right? That I like watching. Like cool story ones, like yours, like because you like make a movie, right? It's really badass. It's like reading. Actually, it's like a moving comic book is what it feels like. And then I like the ones where it's just like how me and Mel do it. It'll just be us filming each other as we play, and we're like giving each other shit. We can see our faces and the expressions that we do, and that's what I fucking love. I love seeing like gamers like giving each other their shit, seeing their faces when they can't get something to work, or if something badass happens, they're like, yeah, or whatever. I love when they cuss and they they get frustrated and shit. You should see my last battle report, my Desert Wrath. Holy shit. Mel stomped me, dude. Stomped me. And I was so frustrated. I was like, there's a warning at the very beginning. It's a bitch warning for fussy butthole that got his butt kicked by his woman. But yeah, Montana, New Mexico, completely. Oh man, no filters, huh? It's all just your skills. I was thinking AI. Everything's AI now. It's like, the electricity flickered, AI. You're paying high taxes, AI. You got an ant bit you on the toe, AI did it, man. It's because of AI. I'm so sick of AI. And ultimately, what is AI now right now? Like people making their own porn and like kids making they're doing like their school papers. Could you guys imagine having this level of tech, like when you were a kid, like, I mean, the internet, literally, you can see anything and everything on the planet or that ever existed. Man, shit. If I was a kid and I had that kind of, oh man, of course I'd use it. I'd use it to my nefarious uses. You know, I'd be looking at porn. I'd be like downloading like movies and shit, all that stuff. And they're seeing crazy shit. Back in the day, what was it? You're on the PlayStation, or you're at the playground, and some kid's got like a dirty book, or he's got a new comic book, or whatever it might be, and everybody's like, "Oh, awesome!" Nowadays, shit. Hey, dude, I just found your dad on the internet. It's like, what? Or our teacher. Look, it's our teacher in college. It's like, what? And then just the level of like cheating. Holy shit, you could probably cheat like crazy. I think I saw some news report where it was showing like they were trying. I think it was like at Harvard, some Ivy League preppy school, whatever, was doing some research to see if these professors, these doctorate level professors, could tell the like the thesis paper of an AI or a person, right, or whatever. And I guess most of them, about 90% of them, they could catch it because it doesn't quite sound right or whatever. But I mean, like, it was hard for them to catch it. There was just like little points. It's getting better and better. So think about that. I mean, if you got like some sort of tech that allows you to just bullshit some sort of test that proves that you know what you're talking about for some sort of accreditation or something, man, that's scary. People are going to do that. Shit. It's nuts. People do anything. Get in there, punk. Yeah, teachers, man. There's no, when I got my degree in history, I was going to be a teacher, right? Because, fuck. I actually wanted to go to the Army, but back in the day, I used to be thin and fit or whatever, but I had a knee injury when I was a kid, and I asked, I talked to the recruiter about it. He's like, well, if your knee blows out in basic, you'll just get medicaled out, or and I'm like, fuck, man, I'm not going to do that, because, like, more than likely, that's going to get jacked up. So I did, so I was going to be a teacher, and I had a couple buddies that were in teaching. This is like this is like early 2000s, right? And two of them were like public school teachers, and one was a professor, like a tenured professor. And we were out drinking one night, and I go, okay, guys, give me a no bullshit assessment about being a teacher. Okay, I need to know the truth. Okay. And they're like, don't be a teacher. And this is one. Now, again, these guys went into teaching because, they love teaching. They love the kids. They want to help the kids learn, and they're really passionate about education and what they were doing, right? Well, like in so many other jobs that we do, right? Oh, you got to go? Okay, man, sit back. Take it easy, brother. All right, dude, I'll be looking for that video, man. You guys be sure to check out his video, his new one coming out. He did a little preview of it. German screaming. Always deserves a 45. The Nazi screaming. That's the cure to that. But and he said, so the school, the public school guys, they told me, yeah, dude, it sucks. And hey, nerd, what's up, girl? They said, oh, so real quick, Nerd's Nerd, guys, Joe and Squirrel, you guys are printers. Now, hear me. I'm sure you know Nerd, but Nerd's Nerd does a bunch of badass World War II and weird World War II STLs on cults. So go over to her account, Nerd's Nerd, and get some badass free shit. And she's cool because, like, if something's fucked up in the print, right, you can just write her and say, hey, this didn't quite work right, and she'll fucking fix it. You know, she's not one of those people that just throws it up there and walks away and never fucks with it again. She'll actually get in there and repair something if it's not working right. But no, so the public school guys were telling me that, like, dude, it is so fucked. There, you know, you have no control of the classroom. You have no control on how you teach. You don't know, because, like, and then, like, the school board, you know, every year there's a new way to teach this thing. You know, then it doesn't matter. All you got to do is teach to the tests, because we got to get these kids to pass the standardized tests, or we're not going to get the funding for it. And it's just that kind of bullshit, right? They're not supported. Like, you know, like most teachers, like, you know, they buy a bunch of extra, like, supplies because there's kids that can't afford anything because they're poor. There's no support from the school with that kind of stuff. And it's just like, you're hamstrung, and by the time, if you get past all that shit, the kids today are just like animals. There's no respect. They don't respect themselves. They don't respect anybody else. And again, I'm talking about the extremes. Of course, not every kid is like that, but a large enough portion for them to say it happens every fucking class, every fucking day. So that sucks. And then the professor said, "Yeah, dude, you bust your ass until you get tenure, then you don't give a shit, because it's almost impossible to can your ass when you get your tenure, and you just don't give a shit. You just you know, you do your class and that's it." So like within like a couple years of these guys doing this job, one was a girl, and two of them were guys. They were done. They were just fucking done. They didn't give a shit about it. I mean, it was a job. You know, it used to be like a passion. It used to be a crusade. Now it's like it's just a job. It just pays the bills. That's it. I had a couple buddies that were cops. You know, they were Boy Scout, like literally, they were Boy Scouts and Eagle Scouts, and they were like, a couple of them went to the military. They were like MPs of the military, and they wanted to come home, and they wanted to be, you know, a force of good for the community, and blah 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 blah. And then when they got there, it was just like, you know, it wasn't so much about peacekeeping and, like, you know, being, you know, there for the community. It almost was just like, you know, get these quotas, and just like, you know, people didn't give a shit about them because, you know, just a mess. And they lost that kind of that dream about it, that crusade about it really fucking quit. They quit. It doesn't pay well. You know, a lot of people don't respect it. You know, a lot of the laws that are on the books, they don't fucking agree with. You know, the police, you know, a lot of times they don't know what to do. They're not trained for, like, you know, like mental illness things. They're not really trained for that shit. They don't know what to fucking do. They do what they can do. They do what they told to do. But it's a fucking mess. But they were. Yeah, dude. Nerd. It's like that. It's like, again, most teachers do it because it's a passion, right? They want to, and then that's a cool endeavor. I mean, to think that, you know, you're helping these kids learn, and, you know, help them with continue on with their education, and give them all that stuff. But, you know, it's rough. I don't know. It is rough. But yeah, I mean, shit. I mean, hell, again, you know, how many of you guys actually do what you went to school for? Shit. Out of college, you know, again, I studied history. I ended up running a geotechnical lab, which I had no fucking clue how to do it. A buddy of mine was the engineer there, and he's like, dude, we need a guy to crush concrete cylinders. I'm like, okay. And I started doing that, and I just learned it all, and I started running it. And then it was like, you know, shit. So that was a waste of money, that college education. You know, and I tell people, like, unless you're going into some high technical field, right? Like engineer or doctor or something like that, dude, you know, just be an amateur historian, read all the books that you want, or if you want to be an artist, just dude, go to the store or get online and just watch people how they do this stuff because there's so many awesome people out there that'll just show you how they do their skill because they're cool people, shit. But yeah. Yeah, it's funny that you say that, Squirrel. My father's side of the family were all teachers. I think my grandfather was a professor at, was it Boys Town, and he loved it. And in fact, it was because he was a teacher that my parents met. My dad, it's funny because my dad was a student. No wait, my was it the other way around? I don't know. One of them, like I think it might have been my mom's dad was the teacher, because yeah, that's what it was. So my dad would go hunting with his professor, right? Because they were big hunters or whatever, and he introduced him to his daughter, and that was my mom, and that's how they got married. There you go. It's pretty cool. It's weird, like you know, um, how people meet. How did you guys meet your respective others? If it's a cool story. Let me see. With Mel, I put a mass like mailer out, and Mel applied. And I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" And she's like, "Is this a form letter, motherfucker?" I'm like, "No, it's your eyes." It's your eyes, baby. That's what draw me in. No, but so nerd. We need. I mean, you need to find some time to do some gaming, and I want to do a dust game with you online somehow, like through was it Discord or some shit? Because that'd be easy to set up, just like a board. Well, I don't know. You play Dust Warfare, don't you? Is Warfare gridded? I can't remember. I know the Dust Tactics is gridded, but I think Warfare is open, isn't it? At the table being RPG slits. Hell yeah, dude. Dude, gamers are gamers are freaky, man. You guys know. You know how we are. Us gamers, we're freaks. We live alternative lives, and shit. That's awesome. So no good for yeah. Man, I swear, I ran out of my Instant Jet. Instant Jet is the glue that I normally use, and I bought some Gorilla Glue. Gorilla Glue. This stuff sucks. It fucking sucks, and it's expensive. You don't get shit. You get this giant bottle, and there's like a teaspoon, if that, in there. It's just insane. Okay, this fucking. Oh, nerd. Did you see the new video, or all you guys? Did you guys see the video of Goobertown Hobbies? I guess he did a video about the chemistry of like printing, like the resin and whatnot, how it works, and It's pretty interesting. I guess the guy's a. I guess he says he's a chemist. Supposedly he has a PhD in chemistry. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, you can always add a grid. Justin, good to see you, brother. I tell you, man, I was on. I watched the. I think it was today. It might have been yesterday. You're eating pizza again, dude. It's like Hunger always has a show during your pizza time or something. The last couple times I've seen you, you've been eating pizza online. I'm like, Justin's going to turn into a pizza. Yeah, so this is technically Weird War Wednesday. And I used to like do like a little show. I used to do like I preview like some sort of like entertainment, like a movie or a TV or something or comic book or something. And then I would do a website that I liked, and then I would talk about like some kind of game mechanics, somewhere or the other. Would you guys be interested in something like that? Again, well, you guys could partake in it or whatnot, but it's more do more of like a show like I used to. I tell you guys, I ran out of shit to talk about. I did like, I think I did like 50 some shows of it, and then I'm like, what the hell am I gonna talk about? Running out of shit to talk about. And the game mechanics, I would do like a some sort of like maybe a like a unit that's common in Weird War II or from a game or some shit. This fucking head will not stay. It'll stick on my fucking fingers, but it won't stick on the damn model. Come on, Slanesh. Slanesh, this is not getting a good head here. Come on, woman. There we go. Fine. It's gonna fall off the minute I put it down. There it goes. But yeah, that's true. Pizza is. I had a pizza tonight. We have one of those Tostinos. Mel loves. I usually don't eat pizza, but it was a fend for yourself night tonight, and I ate one of Mel's Tostinos pizza. Those are pretty good. But like a dumbass, I read the instructions wrong. I set it for 350 instead of 450, and for like 20 minutes. And I was eating it. And it's like this crust hadn't like crisped, and I'm like, man, this sucks. If you don't have crispy crust, it's not pizza. I love crispy crust pizzas. What kind of pizza chains do they got up in Canada, dude? The same like Pizza Hut, Pizza Inn, and Little Caesars, and all that kind of shit. That's what we have. Yeah, I'm using the blue cap. This is just the Gorilla Glue Super Glue. I'm using this one. So fuck, I don't know what it is. I don't know what's happening. It's not very good. I don't like it very much. Don't like it at all. At all. What we got here? But yeah, so I mean, and then plus, this is the real kicker, okay, guys? I cannot get the cap. You're right. I can't get the cap off the fucking thing, right? I've tried. It's glued on there. So what I'm doing is I'm having to untwist it, and I'm having to use my sculpting tool as a glue dip because I can't get the damn cap off the fucking bottle. It's bullshit. I usually clean the cap too, dude. It's just like fucking stupid. I should write him and say, your stuff sucks ass. Just dumb. I don't know. I don't know. What do we do? I don't know what to do. Damn it. So, yeah, so you've had trouble with the blues? I don't know what the hell. I mean, you think they'd have some sort of, like, chemical, like, some sort of, I don't know. Shit, I'm not a chemist. You think they'd, like, make it to where the bottle couldn't glue itself together? Because it is a glue, it's a glue bottle. You think the bottle would be made of something that wouldn't glue itself together? I don't know. Maybe that doesn't exist. I don't know. Again, I'm not a chemist. I don't know how that shit works. When I worked in that laboratory, I was a geotechnical lab tech, so I would do all these like tests on soil and concrete and asphalt and shit like that. It's not like I was an engineer or a chemist or anything like that. Just follow the ASTM guidelines. There you go. Scotch super glue works great, huh? Scotch. I don't think I've ever heard of that one. I usually my hobby glue is usually Jet. I use the Instant Jet. It's the blue bottle. And honestly, the only place you could really find that was like at hobby shops and stuff. Like dedicated hobby shop. Not like, I guess you get it like a hobby town or some shit, but I never saw it at like at a game store or anything like that. But shit. Trying to think. Yeah, if anybody wants to sit in, they're more than welcome to. I'm just hobbying, doing some hobbying. We went to the mall. Like I said, we went to the mall today, and there's some store in the mall that was like like anime and like Japanese stuff. Check our DMS on Discord. What's that mean? Oh, direct message. That was on. And she mentioned there was some sort of it's like a Hello Kitty, but it's called something else. Hey baby, what was that thing that you liked at the mall? The Hello Kitty kind of shit. She's like, oh my god, I want this, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want this, I want that. I'm like, shit. Oh, that's cool, Squirrel. That's all right. I know you usually like in some like hotel room or something, aren't you? Like you're usually out on the road when you're working. I'm sure. I would think most hotels would have internet, but I don't know how good they are. It's funny the old place that we used to have our gaming con every year. They didn't have any internet in the fucking convention center. They had it like in the lobby. They didn't have it in the fucking rooms. I'm like, what? And they have internet in the lobby, and then they have and get this, they have like 5 electric car recharge stations in the hotel parking lot, but you don't have fucking internet. It's like, what? That's weird. I don't know how that works. So strange. Hold on a second, let me look at that. I put the link in there or something. You want to join? I put the link in the description, like in the game description. Oh, what is that? Here's the link for the show, Justin. What is that link to? Like I sent me to something like Lexi Press. What is that? 100 pieces super glue. Oh, you're right, dude. So Justin showed me like get the super glue in the little bottles, right? So like like here, I think I have. This isn't super glue, but this is like I think this is 2-part epoxy. This is epoxy, but like get super glue like this. So more than likely it's not gonna you'll run out before it starts to glue the lid to the damn top. Just get different glue. Oh yeah, shit, man. We supposedly have the high-speed internet from shit. What is it? Spectrum. Shit, man. The thing is up and down all the time. I tell you guys, customer service is for shit now. You're paying for a service, and you're lucky if you get the service that you're fucking paying for. And when you bitch and when you complain that hey, like every time the internet goes out over here, I call them and say, hey, I'm not gonna pay. You need to take this outage out of my fucking bill. Oh, we can't do that. It's a monthly bill. No matter if it's even on, I'm like, dude, no, I'm not fucking paying for it. Let me talk to your manager. If you can't help me, let me talk to somebody that can. And they usually do some sort of like little discount, or they'll give me like you know, a month of free service or some shit. Don't ever settle for no. Demand satisfaction. Oh, no shit. Did they clean all that up, dude? That must have been hellish, man. That sucks. Hopefully I don't even know. You don't really even hear it. Hell, you even got like Aaron Brockovich out there, the Crusade. Yeah, you don't even hear about anything about that. Now that's typical. This damn travesty happens, and they're like, you don't hear anything else about it. No telling what's happening to all those people's lives. Oh. And we have Justin in the house. What's up, dude?
I gotta mute the stream.
You good?
Yeah, I just had to.
What did I do here? I did like a big old screen.
Yeah, there's a options button somewhere.
How do you just do the? Is that what it looks like? We're just side by side, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it looks like on the big panel on YouTube.
But yeah, it's like then all of a sudden we don't hear anything else about the train never happened, the wreck never happened. We don't even know. I don't even know about the cleanup. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, so those glues, they come in a bag like this.
Yeah.
Right? Like one of these like post bags.
Hundreds a lot. Yeah. How much for? How much? I didn't see how much it was.
It was on a sale, so it was like $20 some odd for 100. But
that's awesome.
Right, like so it's like this size.
Yeah.
But if you get a dud, like who the fuck cares, right? Like if one of them is
you just chunk it, or if it gets glued together,
like,
you just
it's
dump
like
it.
3 cents or whatever, right? Like so, even at the normal price of $50 for the 100 piece, because it's on sale, right? Well, $60. It's a pretty good sale right now too.
I'll have to I'll put that link up there. Hold on a second. Let me go back.
Yeah, that's Canadian. It's $26.80 Canadian, so it's probably less for you guys.
It's like $3 in American money.
Yeah, like 3 cents, half a penny for 100. But no, I bought.
No, that's pushed. That'd be like a peso.
Yeah. Okay, but no, that bag was for the 200 because I ran through 100 of those things doing a big project. But yeah, no.
Okay, guys. So I'm gonna put that link in the description, or not the description, in the conversation.
Yeah, it's just AliExpress, right?
Do it.
Yeah, it's AliExpress.
AliExpress.
Yeah, Ali.
There you go. Ali.
Yeah.
It's in the conversation. AliExpress. But yeah, just what have you been up to?
Nothing much, just
chilling. You still a couple days ago, you were working on some stuff. Like you were doing some pirates or something. Did you ever get that finished?
No, I just kind of put that aside. I've had some shit going down in my life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard, but my grandfather died on Sunday.
Oh, he passed away?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm sorry, brother. I know that he was pretty sick, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was in the palliative care ward.
It's always rough, though. Were you guys close?
Really close.
Really
close. Yeah.
Well, sorry, man. Sorry to hear it.
Yeah, we went down there 4:30 to see him because he was breathing shallow, and we came home, and the second we walked in the door, we got the call he was dead.
Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah.
When my mother passed, she'd been fighting cancer for like 10 years, man, and she went to hospice, right? And I was living out of town. I was like 3 hours away, and when she decided to do that, I came into town for about a week to just just to stay with her. You know, do it. I did it for 5 days. Came into town, just the kids were there and all that. And then, like a day after I came home, she passed. It was rough.
Oh, fuck.
It's
So-
rough to have those people that have always been in your life, no longer there.
Mhm.
But you know what? You can't live in that sadness. You remember the good times. You remember, they're still alive in your heart and all that stuff.
Squirrel, I don't know how you'd be hearing an echo from me. I have headphones on.
What's up?
Squirrel said he was hearing an echo from me a minute ago.
Oh, from me?
From me,
Oh, from you?
but
Well, I don't hear anything. I don't think I hear anything.
um,
I've got like a fan on. Maybe that's it.
it's a fan, but so you're not wearing headphones, so when I
No.
speak, your mic is picking up your speakers.
Oh, is it? Let me go get a headphone then.
It's kind of why I always wear headphones. Oh. And this is why it's good to have a 3D printer. Because fuck if I'm paying $180 for a replacement pair of headphones.
All right, let's see if this works. I don't even know where I got these. Like some probably had these. I don't even know. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. You can not use the microphone just by choosing that in your sound panel options.
Oh yeah, right there. Did I just
Yeah.
turn it off?
You just switch back to the mic you were. You have a proper mic, or was it just the one with your laptop?
No, it's in my camera.
Okay, then just use the one on the headset.
I just mute.
Well, no, you're just muted completely.
There we go.
Yeah.
Settings.
Don't worry about it.
Audio,
That mic is pretty good.
microphone. There we go.
Yeah, you just muted yourself again.
Did I? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're great.
Okay. So you can't hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
You sound more like a teleoperator now.
Like a telephone operator. Hello. Would you be interested in buying a piece of swampland in Florida?
Oh.
Is that better? Is that better, Joe? Duct tape, huh? That's all you need is some duct tape, right? Take you far.
That's not duct tape. I 3D printed a replacement bracket for the headphones.
Oh.
Anybody ever wondered why that one's gray and the other one is black?
Oh, look at you. Fancy. Using it something other than gaming materials.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll get there eventually.
Never buy what you can 3D print.
That's true. That's true. And I'm discovering you can buy you can print all sorts of shit.
Mm-hmm.
You need to print like a money tree is what I need to print. Shit.
Yeah. The thing that really pisses me off is that I'd ran out of black resin like the night before the clip broke.
Uh-huh.
So I had
Oh,
to
that
use
sucks.
spray. It's like, why couldn't you break a day earlier, you fucker?
That's funny.
Oh.
Damn it, I'm not finished with this guy.
But good thing is the headphones, the clip broke within the first week, so I got the money back as well.
Oh, there you go. They let you just keep it?
Well, yeah, they just like send us proof of damage.
Take a picture with like your finger in front of it.
Yeah. The
You're like
clip
this.
and
You're like, yeah, see that right there? It's broken.
Yeah. Yeah. Took nice clear pictures and sent it off to our good buddies at Marshall's. And Marshall's was like, yeah, we've been having that problem. Here's your money back. I was like, yeah. I think they were expecting me to just order another pair. And I was like, no, I got a 3D printer, bitch. You're fucked.
It's like, nope,
I did,
never again, never.
I did not lose the little rubber grommet. That's the important part. Ugh.
Yeah, I usually keep like bits and stuff like from electronic, like wires and brackets, and whatever. Like when you like especially like furniture, like they'll send in like extra screws or extra casters or whatever, and I'll keep that shit because you never know when you'll use that.
Mhm. Yeah, I had the microphone stand. I bought like a proper boom arm one with a tension cable on the inside,
Oh,
and it broke out of the box. But
oh shit,
I kept all the adapter components when I
yeah,
sent it back.
that's funny. Do you get your money back?
Yeah. But I had to
That's
send that back. But I kept all the
all the other
li-
bits.
like the I don't know if you can see the little silver right there.
Oh,
That's a
okay,
that's a
yeah.
thread adapter. They're like $16. So
Damn.
I just kept that. Well, you can get them cheaper, but they're like really crap if you get them cheaper, right? It's
Yeah,
like, oh,
speaking
this
of
is
crap, Mel's found that. What is that? That new Chinese place where you order shit, Huju or Hayu or something like that.
yeah.
What is it
There's a few
called?
ones. Well,
What's the real?
AliExpress is one of those, but you're talking. Oh, I have it saved. We were talking about it earlier on Honda stream. Timu.
That's it. That's it. She's like, oh my
Timu.
god, I've got 80 things in my basket, and it's less than $100. I'm like, yeah, because it's all shit.
No, you can get good stuff off of there too.
Oh yeah,
You get like half decent hobby supplies and stuff, but like this mediocre stuff. But you'd be
hell
buying the
yeah,
same thing at the hobby shop for like
exactly.
$15, and it'll be like
It's true.
$3 at Timu or AliExpress.
But I
You
said it's
probably
China. It's communist China.
yeah, but all the stuff's coming from there anyway.
Yeah, no shit, it is.
You got a problem with that? Take it up with Nixon.
That's true. He opened up the floodgates, didn't he?
Yeah, it ain't
Opened
the
up the
Chinese
floodgates.
fault. They're not the ones doing it to you. They're just making shit. You're the ones that want to buy it.
It's true. It's true. Timu, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, Timu. Timu. And
Wonder what
all
that
they are,
means.
I don't know,
Like, fuck
probably like.
you, Western pig dogs.
I wish it was that.
That would be cool. It's like, huh? It's
It'd
like you
just be
guys
more
just
respect,
figured it out. It's been 30 years.
more than 30
It's
years.
like that Twilight Zone. It's like to serve man. It's a cookbook.
I love them.
What?
Hmm. Um, no. I think somebody decided Timu does overruns.
What's that?
They liquidate overruns from manufacturing, maybe probably
Oh,
something
okay.
like that. But that's what AliExpress does too.
Okay.
AliExpress. Okay, so Ali, the Ali Trade Show Corporation, is an industrial trade show in China. So all the
Okay.
manufacturers get together and talk about manufacturing processes and different products they're coming out with. And
Boring ass
they
shit.
yeah, and if you wanted to order a product made, you go there and order it from a vendor, right? And they've been doing that since I don't know, the 70s, the 60s, some
Oh,
shit like
wow.
that.
Okay.
And then they put it online. So if you wanted to get like some miniatures cast up by a Chinese factory somewhere, you would go to one of those. You contact them on their website, ali.com or whatever, and they put you in touch with the manufacturer, and they give you like samples. And you do all that crap, right? And if they have overruns, they sell that on AliExpress.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of people call AliExpress a recast place, but you
Oh
can get
yeah.
recasts there as well because there's all kinds of fucking shady stuff that always happens in China, right?
Oh yeah.
But most of it is just overruns or people defaulting on
Shipment or whatever.
yeah that kind of stuff or
That's cool.
canceling products.
It's almost like the I guess it's the overstocked places that sell like retail will send it to them like this like a warehouse
Yeah.
sale shit. Yeah.
Well, it isn't just that, right? Like, so some of the stuff on AliExpress is
Purpose
the
made.
well, think of it as a combination of direct from manufacturer and Amazon. So
Oh,
like
okay.
you can also put products you're buying and having a bulk sent to you also sold on
Oh, gotcha.
AliExpress. So like if you ordered 6,000 t-shirts or whatever to be sent to your home, you could also have a percentage of them just sold directly
Oh, okay. I
from the
gotcha.
factory to
Oh, I'm sure
whoever.
people are getting rich from that shit.
Yeah, well, some people are
Maybe
getting rich, some people are are not getting
buying
rich. It's
1,000
always
T-shirts that no one bought.
Mhm. But it's always like margin cut bullshit, right?
Yeah.
But if you had if you had the money and wanted to have your own brand of some stupid thing, you contact the parent vending company, and then they have that one outlet to help sell shit.
That's cool.
And that's where that glue is bought from.
Probably.
Someone is just manufacturing cheap model glue, and you know
I mean, I'm
they also have
sure
it being sold in bulk off of AliExpress instead of you having to contact a vendor and say,
it's
"Hey, I
like
want."
just it's not you're just not buying name brands.
Well, there's some stuff on there, right? But you could find the vendor of that glue, right? This generic super glue. This is their generic template logo, but you could probably have like your own graphic. You
On
could
it
have
or
like
something.
weird World War II instead of this super glue logo.
Ooh, look at that!
But you would have to order. You would
Like a
probably have
shit
to
ton.
order a million of them minimum. Like that'd probably be the minimum
You're like,
order.
hey, just everybody give me your address because I got a million fucking bottles of glue I can't get rid of.
Yeah.
It's my
Let's
Christmas
say
gift to the world.
let's say weird WW2 on it. Oh.
It's misspelt. It's like wired instead of weird or some shit like that.
No, they're pretty good at that. As long as you send them the
You
right
do it,
fucking
yeah.
graphic, because that's the one thing. And like you'd have to pay for them to. They do that because they have to create a skid for the machine, right? The
Yeah.
printing, you have to pay for that, and that's the real expense. It's like 2/3 of your fucking bill, right there. It's that first run, and then you have to pay a warehousing for them to keep that shit on file,
It's
so
like
you
we
don't
need to
have
get
to
rid of
pay
this
it again.
bullshit.
Yeah, but if you're ordering that like every month, right?
Yeah. Mac, what's up, dude?
Hey, Mac. Oh,
Feel free to the link is in the if you want to step in, Mac, you're more than welcome to. Let me get the link
yeah.
here real quick. I'll put it in the massages. Squirrel again, Squirrel and Joe, you're more than welcome to jump in as well.
Mm-hmm.
No
Was
fiddling. No fiddling.
yeah. No dicks out. This isn't the
No, no.
Shadow Show.
That's right. This says save that shit for Shadow.
He likes that shit.
Likes that kind of stuff.
Yeah, told
Gives him
me
something to
himself.
talk about. If it can't, if he can't make good content, he'll go sensational. He'll go grindhouse.
Uh, oh.
Poor Shadow. Shit.
Dude, fuck that poor Shadow bullshit. He deserves every minute of that. Oh.
He one of the good ones.
Oh.
The hell's that? But yeah. So you got any plans coming up for anything exciting?
Nah, I live myself a nice, relaxing, peaceful,
Existence.
non-eventful life. I do
You
my best to not enjoy the rocky
ooh,
roads of
Maxon's
my
in bed
youth.
with the lady. Really? Wow,
Yeah,
wow. Right, I will give
you,
tell
you,
her we
you,
said
de-
hi.
you definitely should be over on Shadow Show then. Brian only likes it if there's whips.
Only if I'm the whipper.
The whippy motherfucker.
Sometimes you gotta spicing it up from time to time. So do you and your old lady go like do anything like I don't know car rides or I don't know what do they do in Canada?
We
Go
shovel
out and eat,
snow.
shovel snow. It's like come on, honey, it's time to shovel some snow.
Uh,
Not again. I'm getting so bored. Shut up. You want to live? We gotta shovel the snow. We're dead. This is part of it.
Fuck. There were some
What?
minis I was looking to get on AliExpress that they've discontinued. These fuckers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I put a bunch of shit in my cart and I never bought it.
I do that all the time. I
Yeah.
like, oh man, look at that, look at that, look at that. But then I never buy it. And I just like, yeah, it was cool at the moment. Now I'm finished.
Yeah.
The excitement of possibly getting it was enough. So I'm done.
Yeah. I was showing everyone earlier that they got 140 dice, 20 colored sets.
Oh yeah.
You know, the 4 to
She's
20 set.
crocheting. All right, I got you. Is that what you guys
Crochet.
call it in the Badlands?
Yeah.
Honey, it's time to
Crocheting
crochet.
a swing.
Hard to crochet.
Uh,
British stuff about the Queen. What the? You're an American, dude. We cut those shackles a long time ago.
uh, she's crocheting something for
She's a
Meghan
pretty cool
Markle.
chick. I thought the Queen was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about her other than what I
That
would
one
have
time
seen
she
on
had
America. I know she was in the WW Deuce driving cars. That's kind of cool.
Uh,
But
um,
I never was. There's some Americans that are infatuated with the royal family, and I've never been one to hero worship anybody, honestly, or whatever.
um, yeah. So that I was showing the guys the dice thing, the 20
Oh
card
yeah,
sets of full dice. You know, the 4 to 20.
uh-huh.
It's 120 40 pieces.
Oh, that's pretty
It's
good.
on sale for 22.21 Canadian, but it ends tomorrow.
You gonna get it?
Nah.
No.
I do not need 140 dice.
Yeah, that's more like that's like a family or you're playing 40K.
And it's not the right dice for 40K. It's
Yeah.
like D&D dice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Set with the 10-piece set, the
7.
4, 7.
7.
Oh, 7. That's right, 7.
Yeah. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12,
20
20. And the percentile dice.
percentile. Yeah.
Yeah, the 2 percentile. There you go.
And there's some new, we're talking about royalty. I watched. There's some new. I don't know. It's some like royal fucking TV show, but like the royals are black or something like that. It's like set in England or something like that.
I could see that kind of.
I'm just like, what?
Yeah. They're always doing that kind of bullshit.
Was there any? I mean, there's royal, Africans or whatever, but was there any royal like Europeans that were black?
Only Meghan Markle.
She's the first,
as far as I know. There are some vaguely Middle Eastern ones, but they're usually
and then there's like
countries.
Hispanics and stuff like that.
No, those are Spaniards.
Or Spaniards.
Hispanics are Native Americans who speak Spanish.
Excuse me, goodness.
Well,
my ignorance is showing.
There is a distinctive meaning. The language is literally designed.
Different. It is different.
No. The terminologies Hispanic is deliberately designed to confuse you. So.
Oh, sneaky.
Yeah.
Sneakish. Who's left in Europe? Like, that's it. Bridgeton, I think is what. Yeah. So okay, so are technically all the European countries still like a monarchy? I mean, England has a limited monarchy or whatever. And I know the Netherlands is still royal, and the Norwegians are still royal. The Swedes are still royal. I don't think Finland is. I don't think they have. Do they have a royal family? Finland?
The Finnish? I don't know. No, but I know all those countries have like perfunctory royal families.
Yeah. Spain? I don't think Spain. After Franco, I think he chased them all off or killed them all or whatever.
He was the monarchist.
Was he? Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
That's right. Duh.
He
was
a good little brave man held in the back while the phalangists fought the Civil War and all died on the battlefield. And then because he was the only one alive, because he was very brave and stood at the back.
What about Italy? Italy doesn't have a royalty, does it?
I don't think so. I've never heard anything. I think they got the Pope.
Yeah, that would be Vatican City, right?
Yeah.
Its own thing.
But still,
so you being like Europe or anybody European or hell anybody who's traveled Europe, has anybody gone to the Vatican? Do they give tours and stuff in the Vatican, don't they?
I think so.
That'd be kind of cool to check out all the crazy, just the history that place. See the Swiss guards like marching around and whatever. Yeah. Oh, my bad. Shadow, hold on a second, dude.
1 second.
There's the Shadow. What's up, buddy?
What's up, guys? I just
good to see you. Good to see you.
Gatekeepers. It was a good one, but I saw you guys were doing the thing, so I had to come by and say, "Hey, what's up, Justin? You ready to do some stuff tomorrow?"
Yeah. Unless you want to do it after we're done here, I don't care.
Well, it depends on how long we're here. Yeah. And I see Mac's already here too.
Mac, it is. He's chilling.
Yeah.
It's like,
what is okay? So real quick,
in bed with his wife crocheting.
That's right. They're crocheting up there in the Badlands, whatever that means. So what is Gatekeepers? Explain that to me, because you guys talk about it a lot, but I don't think I've ever seen it.
It's just a panel show with some regular people I hang out with. We just pick a topic and discuss it on the way I do things, because I don't mind if we get way and wildly off topic, just because it's freaking Saturday night,
Yeah.
We get to it, but I don't want to beat it to death. And you never know where something's going to go, and if it's an interesting conversation, then let's
Just let it go.
let's not force it.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I can do.
Well, you need to stop forcing it because I don't need to see that much fucking man meat.
Dude, there's one time. Okay,
One time.
I
No,
really-
that's all
You're
it took.
never gonna
It's
live it
fucking,
down.
it's scarred, Justin.
Fair enough.
He's
fair
like,
enough.
ooh,
I just kept looking over. Ah,
like stop,
Hey, you know what?
mommy.
I'm gonna, be able to somehow benefit from this for many streams to come.
Yeah, you will.
Because everybody wants to hear the story. You know what I mean?
you gotta understand. I watched this stuff on a 75-inch television.
Oh my god.
So that panel was larger than your monitor for me. Okay,
You're like the exception. Most people they're looking at.
He
a tiny
felt
little
it hit him in the
screen.
face.
What's
He's like,
up, squirrel? Hey, squirrel, how you doing?
so that one square was larger
feel
than your
violated.
entire screen.
So that was basically like going to see the Watchmen at the theater.
it's like
Yeah,
IMAX.
but not blue. It was swarthy brown
Hey, I'll take your word for that. I was too
shame.
busy panicking on how to get that
It's
thing.
shame.
I could see from the collarbone down,
wrong.
and it was hairless.
Ah,
Hey,
The guy fucking waxed.
he waxed. He waxed for God's sakes.
I hadn't hit
The
puberty
madness.
Yet,
I have not, but thank you. Now that's in my head, and I'll
it's all
try to do something with that squirrel. I don't really do the roam thing.
Not a room.
Oh,
I'm not into the Bronze Age. I want pants.
That's
I want
not what
boots.
it's about, man. It's about the culture and the history and the
The culture?
ability.
The culture.
And-
Which part of the culture? Because most of my references is pretty decadent and you know.
There was a period that wasn't decadent, and we
When-
think of
I
that
think-
while
when I
drinking
think
our
of
wine
Rome-
and eating our cheese.
When I think of Rome, I think of Imperial Rome. Or not, I think of Republican Rome. That's what I think.
Yeah. Imperial Rome was the decadent part.
Yeah, that's the late Imperial Rome.
Yeah. Well, no, the
Is Caesar
Republic
considered the
was
kickoff of
expansion,
Imperials?
and-
Caesar?
Yes, he's the intentional.
After the battle of
yeah.
was it the Punic Wars? Not the Punic Wars, the fucking the Punic Wars against Crassus and Antony and all those fuckers.
But he ended the rampant expansion and
Grapists. I'm going to tie you to the radiator and grape you
in the mouth.
in the mouth. That is pretty funny. That was a funny days and days. I need to watch that show. What people what was it again?
Gives me no.
Okay, okay. When did that come out? Because I never even heard of it before.
Wow, let's look it up.
I just assumed you guys knew everything. That's why I asked.
Don't fall for it, Brian. You're just gonna get your channel, ostracized and penalized, and there's gonna be people at your door, and
White.
We highly disagree with what you're talking about. Take a number, pal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this chick's arm got all
mangled. So check this shit out, Brian. This is what I'm working on right now. I just assembled these guys.
Well, so let me zoom you up here. Where the hell? Full screen. There we go. Ah, very cool. John Carter?
Yep, I've got 3 of these guys that I never put together. I'm only going to put them together, and then I'm going to prime them, and I'm going to prime them, and then I'm going to leave them for April. Because April's my birthday month, and I always want to do John Carter's stuff.
April, very good.
So I'm going to.
Well, how old are you going to be this year, man?
57.
57? What? Did you ever think you'd be 50 fucking 7, dude?
No, I thought I would be dead by 47. So I
never thought I'd make 50. Yeah,
I'm getting an extra 10 years. It looks like, unless something weird happens.
that's good.
You know, hopefully I get another at least another 10 more, so I can maybe see my grandkids. And then you know, that way Jackie's wife can deal with the inheritance while he's off doing man stuff.
What? Yeah, that's true.
I sent you the link to the IMDb page. 07 to 2011.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so 4 years, 60 episodes.
Well, what did it come on? Was it like was it a network or what? No, it can't be a network. Like a YouTube channel or some shit?
It says it's on Amazon, but I assume it's heavily edited there.
Some of it, though.
You gonna finish it tonight, or what's it do?
I'm going to hope that I can finish it.
Well,
hey,
don't hope.
Jackie.
Jack.
Hey, congratulations, El Capitan.
Thank you.
That's awesome, dude. I'm proud of you.
Every bit of it. You earned every bit of it.
Awesome,
man.
dude. We could say we knew you when you're taking over the world.
That is true.
And if you mind your P's and Q's, maybe there'll be a spot in his administration for you.
There you go. Just send me to the gulag.
Yeah, there'll be a place in the archipelago for you. And
what are you talking about? You don't want to hang out with me? You already said I could be the gulag administrator.
I am the minister of the gulag.
Yeah, but you also don't get to leave.
Yeah, I got it.
I
got internet access. I got internet access. I don't care.
It's like you live in the gulag and control it. It's like being the person who runs the storage center. They live in the little storage center house. Who would do that? I guess someone who doesn't have a place to live.
Yeah.
That's what the homeless should do. They should all start working at the fucking storage centers.
Yeah, no. I want as few people working those places as possible. I know what kind of thievery goes on there, and I know just how easy it is to get into those places.
Check this out. So Mel's parents were storing their RV at one of these storage places, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we just happened to go over there, and we see these two guys hooking it up to their truck. And I'm like, I pull my fucking gun, and I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, what? And he's like, that's our fucking RV, dude. He's like, oh, I just bought it from some dude. Like, do you have any paper? Get the fuck, all the fucking cops. It wasn't, but what happened? Somebody took pictures of the RV, right, and put it up for sale, and some guy, thinking is legit, bought it.
That's a hell of a scam.
Damn, I'm just like,
you gotta give it to them for creativity.
Some ballsy ass dudes, man. And I'm like, okay,
they don't even get did they ever get caught?
No, fuck no. They just I'm sure the cops didn't even look into it. They don't give a shit.
Cops didn't even look into it.
I mean, the cops came and took down whatever and then that was it. I didn't hear any detectives, or I didn't hear of anything. Well, if we hear anything, we'll let you know. I got your information.
They went directly back to the police station and fed that directly into the filing system.
Yeah, no shit. And if they did find him, they'd probably just put the cash in the retirement fund.
So anybody here from Mini Warma today?
No, I was banned. Remember? I was banned from his thing, yeah. He's like,
you primed things early or something?
Well, okay, so the day before, right, me and Mel, it was like a Thursday or some shit. Me and Mel were just like, painting some shit or whatever. And he's like, are you painting for my challenge? And I'm like, dude, yeah, we're just painting. He's like, well, I'm gonna have to ban you from it because you started a day early. Are you seriously gonna do that? I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm fucking painting shit. All right, well, you're banned. And then he took me off of my link off of his challenge. I'm like, all right, motherfucker.
Like, so
That's fine.
you're not supposed to paint anything at all ever except for when it's in his challenge.
No, I think it was just paint for the challenge prior to the challenge.
Yeah,
I get it. It's a little harsh, whatever. But
it's his thing. I don't care. I mean, Mutt's a nice guy, but I'm not gonna fucking support his ass. I mean, if he's gonna come down heavy like that, we're all like buddies, like just helping each other out, sharing each other's, challenges. But if he wants to do that shit, that's fine. I don't give a fuck. Whatever.
Just don't count those fucking miniatures as part of the challenge.
It's like,
well, I think he's
I wasn't trying to win anything.
I think he's giving away prizes and maybe that's part of it. I don't know. I just met the guy, but
he's a nice guy. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't wish any ill will against him or anything. Everybody should go check out his channel. It's a pretty cool channel. But I mean, I'm not gonna fucking help him out anymore. I mean, if he's gonna be like that, I mean, whatever. That's cool. He can do whatever he wants.
Hey, you know what I discovered? I don't know if you guys know this, but sand.
That's what they make glass out of?
No. It can.
No, he just discovered sand. Period.
No. It kind of acts like an accelerator.
For what?
For shitty super glue.
You know what works better than that?
Accelerator.
Baking soda.
No, I don't like baking soda. It's a little if used the wrong way, and joints and things. I wasn't using the sand as baking soda. I was using it on the base. But I was having a hard time getting my minis to stand on the base because they didn't have any pegs. They were just, flat boots and feet and stuff. And I put the sand, and for whatever reason, it just went instant.
Well, it's like a grit. And so I'm sure I don't know.
I've done the baking soda, and the baking soda is really good if you know how to use it for certain things. But I did have to just order a bottle of Accelerator this afternoon.
I was about to say, they sell Accelerator, don't they?
Yeah, but I don't know if you guys know this.
I've never used that. I've never done that.
Accelerator.
It's good. It makes it brittle, though.
Not only that, it does the strength. It doesn't have. It weakens the overall bond, but it makes it quicker. Yeah. So what you got to do is kind of like, so you like put a thin layer, hit the accelerator once the pieces are together, and then if you can, add another layer of super glue over that and let it dry naturally to get a better bond.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Hey, Bill's in the house. What's up, Bill?
Yep. Use 70% alcohol? Really? What about 90? Is it got to be 70 or is it just alcohol?
You can just dilute the alcohol. You can pour a little into a spritz bottle and then fill it up with.
Because if that's the case, because I just spent $20 and I know Accelerator is, for the most part, acetone, which I've got.
Which is odd because the what's the you're breathing out a chemical. Like the reason why Brian keeps on everything. Is because
blowing on it, yeah.
One of the chemicals you exhale is an accelerator as well.
Yeah, so Bill, me and Mel, we were painting some stuff like the day before the challenge started, right? And he was on the show, and he was like, "Is that stuff for the challenge?" I'm like, "Yeah, we're just painting." He's like, "Well, I'm gonna have to ban you for that. You can't do that." I'm like, "Well, I do whatever the fuck I want." And he did. So he banned me from the contest, and then he took my link off of like the participants. And I'm like, okay, that's fair. You do whatever you want. I like Mutt. I mean, I think he's a nice guy. He has a decent channel, general hobby channel. And again, I'm not disparaging the man, but I'm not gonna fucking back him anymore. Like help him out on his challenges. It's just like if he's gonna be that heavy. I mean, even if I won something, which I wasn't trying to win anything, I don't care. I mean, keep your stuff. I don't need it. I'm just doing this to help you. Not help me. It doesn't help me to do your challenge because I'm showing people that are on my end about you. You know what I mean? You're not, whatever. So whatever. It was just
And-
weird. I don't know what the fuck.
Well,
Swirl speed paints are awesome. Army Painter speed paints.
I was looking at your paint jobs, Shadow, and are those most of those speed paints?
Almost exclusively.
I might need to get some of that speed paint because that stuff looks pretty good.
yeah.
You know what
I mean,
the trick is?
Seriously.
Part of the trick is, you primer your stuff black or a dark color, and then dry brush it white, and then go over with the speed paint, and that's what makes those dark recesses really, really pop, and it also makes the colors really, really pop, because the speed paints are very ink-like liquid. They're not like paste or traditional paint. It's like painting with pure ink. And
yeah, well, it's like a wash. You're painting with washes. For militaria stuff, there's a guy named Night Shift who does tank dioramas, and he does his cruise in the old school method before the speed paints, and you might want to check that out. For
what was his name? Yeah, send me a link.
I will.
Because I still do I like water down paint and use it as an ink, but I've discovered just it doesn't work as well as I want it to.
You need to use a medium, not water, because you're
and if you want a recipe for homemade speed paints, I did get it from Goobertown in our first year. I've got the recipe written down. It's very specific measurements of any kind of paint. No, not paint. Ink. You take your
any kind of ink.
A couple of drops of matte medium, and then a couple of drops of Flow Aid.
Matte medium and Flow Aid, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
And it works out great.
Because honestly, when I do a wash, it's literally just black thinned down just to get the shadows or the crevices. Because again, I'm painting military shit. It's not a big deal. It doesn't have to look. It just needs to look dirty and But yeah,
do you ever try experimenting with other colors for a wash?
Yeah, but I mean, I've discovered in my later years is I kind of just like the base block color and then a black wash in it, and that's it. And then I'll do if it gets too much, I'll do a dry brush of whatever to kind of get some highlight, and then I'll dirty it all up. And then if I need to mix some stuff together, I'll do that. But I don't like doing the detail. I don't know. So tell me again what it is again. An ink, then 2 drops of what?
Matte medium and what is it? Flow inducer?
Flow Aid.
Flow Aid. Yeah.
Flow Aid.
Yeah.
And what is matte medium?
So matte medium is like matte gloss, not matte gloss varnish, but matte varnish.
I thought it was what the paint was made of before they add the paint.
It's one of the in most paint brands. It's one of the
main ingredients,
binding agents. But
it's
basically you get matte medium at the art store for $17 a big liter bottle.
Oh, okay.
And it'll be
but you can get smaller. You can get a 6-ounce bottle.
I'll try that out.
And it lasts forever. Buy the small bottle; it'll last forever. And anytime you want, your paint is getting pasty and stuff like that, a couple of drops of the medium in there, and
good. Oh, that's cool.
Instead of water, you can use water.
Thins out the paint instead of adding the same chemical in. But that little bottle is I don't know, $8. I don't know.
Yeah, because it's
twice the price you can get a big one.
It's they have the inks and stuff of the various brands, but it's just a little it's a little bottle, and ink goes a lot faster than the paint, because it's so thin and you use a lot more of it, I would think. And I just
don't get inks from hobby.
No, I would.
The hobby companies get the ones in the glass bottle, the
the
ink or whatever.
Yeah,
but you know the ones I'm talking about, the rubber dropper.
Ashley, what's up, girl? Oh, hell yeah, it's way past our bedtimes. But you know what? We're crazy like that. We're weird like that. What are you doing up? Ashley from Gamers with Coffee, guys. Gamers with Coffee is a pretty cool site. It's like a general hobby site where they paint and they play games. And every Sunday they have like kind of like a, what do you guys call it? You call it a Sunday like shrink session or something like that. It's kind of funny. It's a couple, Greg and Ashley, doing their thing, and they got gee, I'm going brain dead, man. It's there, your buddy, you're the third guy. I can't remember his name. I'm with doing some last minute paint, huh? Paint with crayons.
Yeah, you can do that.
You know, so Justin, I've been watching this channel called Canadian Gundam or something like that. Have you ever heard of that guy?
Never heard of it.
So there's a guy. Let me find it real quick. He has like this massive warehouse of all Gundam, and he just like, it's called the Gundam Shop, and he's in Canada. I want to say, I don't remember where he is, but anyway, and then he'll like do orders, and it's basically him just pulling orders, and it's like, you know, he's got hundreds of thousands, like probably hundreds of thousands of kits of like every Gundam on the planet. And anyway, they sell, like, he keeps saying paint pins. They sell these paint pins.
Yeah.
And I'm curious to know what the hell that is, because I don't know what a paint pin is.
It's just a pen that does the paint job for you. It's got the ink, you know, in it, or paint or whatever. Yeah. It's kind of like pilot pens. You know, if you ever had a pilot pen.
Yeah.
And they're
refillable.
Really good for panel lines and things like that, as well as doing the colors, because it's so thin you will not see the streaks.
That's cool. Hey Ash, if you and Bill or Ash, if you guys want to jump in, feel free. The links in the
Brian, this is the bottle of Flow Aid.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, Liquitex. Okay, yeah.
Paint Mini Live guy. I'm mostly Bill. I'm mostly just a talking head around the community here.
He's a shit stirrer.
Yeah.
No, nothing but good guys, Bill.
No,
if I'm hanging out with them, they're good guys, except Connell, but he's my little brother, so I can say like that about him. I love him to death, but he you know, he's my little brother, so you know, I got to give him shit. Not legally. He's not legally, literally, biologically, but he's my little brother.
It's my brother from another mother.
Yeah, I mean, all you guys are my brothers, but he's my little brother. If that makes any difference.
Oh,
I don't have an older brother though. That's crazy. Well, maybe Rick. He's like the only guy I know, other than, you know, the guy we don't really talk about. That's older than me. You know,
Rick. I know Rick.
Rick, 28 millimeter. I'll introduce you. He's a good guy. He's the guy who wrote our music.
I think I saw him on. Yeah, he was on a show once.
Mm-hmm. He's a really good guy up in Canada. He out of nowhere, he sent Jackie this really cool fur bomber hat for the winter.
Oh yeah, I remember you guys talking about that. Yeah.
He's a great guy. He's just really really busy. He's one of the 4D guys, you know, which, you know, one of these days I'll get back into his game, but the other guys that were in the game are kind of doing stuff, and I don't want to, you know, join a new group. I want to finish the old story. And Spencer, he was on a couple of my shows. You guys have met him. He was one of those guys, and he's having some moving issues and things like that. And I'd rather do
the only Spencer I know is Spencer for Hire. And
Spencer for Hire. I was about to say
that. D Spencer, that's his channel. So if you guys, you know, interested in meeting another good guy who's starting out.
One of the funniest things I ever saw on television was
the guy jerking off on Shadow's channel.
that was mentally scarring.
Dude, I seriously, if someone's gonna have to really, really come up with something, way out there to top
Don't
that.
give anybody a fucking challenge, dude. Don't even say it.
You want to make your channel better, not worse. You
No
start by
shit.
changing the fucking battery in your smoke detector.
Oh no, man. Oh yeah, I did hear that earlier on your video. Your
It's gonna
mini
happen.
warm
It's gonna happen.
It's like beep, beep, bop, beep, bop, boop, bop.
Hey, I just call it Shauner deterrent. As long as it's on, he won't show up.
Nah, you gotta change it anyway.
I know.
It's not worth it.
We're gonna fly out there.
I'm actually what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm having a chimney sweep come in, and I'm like, dude, you want to make an extra, $20? Take care of my smoke. Check out my smoke detectors. Make sure they're all good.
Is it like 30 feet high or something?
Yes, literally.
Oh, it's like high up. Oh, okay.
It's not supposed to be in an area you can't reach it. You know that, right?
Well, in America, because I've seen them in I've got 15-foot fucking ceilings. Yeah.
Not even that. I've got a hallway that I can touch without even trying hard, and there's 2 of them in that hallway.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I mean, Jackie can almost he probably can touch him. He just lifts his arm, So
the funniest thing
he's like, "Let me help you, father."
The funniest thing I ever saw on television was the first episode of Spencer for Hire. The first one, right? Because Avery Brooke was in that. You know Avery Brooke? Disco? Played Hawk.
Yeah, if you guys go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So who's here? Greg. Hey, Greg and Ashley. Hey, everybody. Greg and Ashley's in the hizzy.
So it's the climactic fight scene of the first episode of Spencer for Hire, and Avery Brooke runs in, and he's wearing a cape. He's wearing a goddamn fucking cape, right? And it's a white cape, and it's covering him from freaking head to toe. He's in a white cape from head to toe, and I'm like, where the fuck?
Spencer for Hire?
Avery Brooks. It was like the 80s, okay, man? He was like a fashion thing. He's wearing from head to toe, and I'm like, when did Avery Brooks join the fucking clan? Because it looked like that, man. He was one head away.
That's weird. I knew this guy in high school. He was like
everybody, Ashley and Greg, Ashley, everybody.
Nice to meet you. God, I can't
hello.
talk.
Can't sure who it is. Is it you?
There's a delay, and I don't want my computer up until.
Okay.
Hey, live.
Yes.
Turn it up a little bit. You can hear.
We're just chilling, chilly willing.
Insert name is here.
So keep going, talking about.
There was this rockabilly kid in my high school, 3rd or 4th year. He'd have the collar up and the hair, but he would also wear like this really small cape. It was white, but it wasn't like a full cloak. But it was like, it would just barely go to his knees, the back of his knees. And I'm like, whatever, and I think the chicks hug him, and he would just walk around wearing a cape.
The weirdest thing, in school, was there's a guy who would dress up like an Air Force officer, right? Maybe his dad was in the Air Force, whatever it was, but it was like a full blown uniform, and he would just walk around. I'm like, "Are you in the Army? Are you in the Air Force?" He's like, "No, I just like it, and I might join when I get out." I mean, okay, yeah, but you're in 8th grade. Like, you gonna wear that? He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna." I'm like, "All right, shit." Sir. And that's the weirdest to me. I mean, trust me, I've seen lots of weird, emos and ropers, and I don't know what were the cliques called in your school. Like, we had the headbangers, which were like the metal guys, and we had the gearheads, which were like the gearheads were like the car guys. Yeah, the preps and the freaks. The freaks are kind of like the new wavers and the emos, and the ropers were the cowboy guys.
And then we had the dweebs that were the nerds,
the nerds,
the pocket protector, that sort of thing. And then we had the stoners or the loadies.
The what?
The
stoners? Yeah, we had the stoners. Yeah. Is that about the same with everybody else? The names?
Pretty much.
Yeah, you know what? We did have a couple of the really, really weird, new wave guys there was this guy who would literally wear the Devo suit and the red.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hat, you know, he'd wear that like once a week, and you know,
that's pretty cool though. Actually, I can get into some Devo.
Yeah. And then of course we had, you know, various bad girls of you know, different denominations, whether they were the cheerleaders or the, you know, the
Well, you know, it's
church
funny
girls.
because we didn't like. I guess you know, in my school, it was a predominantly white area. So, but it wasn't until high school that you know you started to kind of see the cliques of like the different, you know, like the blacks and the Hispanics and even the Asians had their own kind of like clique, and we didn't really see that until I was in high school because like I don't know, but it was
well, because they were just trying to get through without you know, any incident, I think.
bullshit. Yeah,
because we you know, we had a lot. Actually, I had a lot of Asians in my school, and they were just, you know, minding their own business, just trying to get through, because they're, you know, the worst thing they had were their parents, you know.
oh yeah,
You know, so they weren't, you know, really, you know, allowed to have friends, you know, although we had a couple that actually played D&D.
we had like I think in my school we had like maybe 2 Asian families, and one of them was like that complete stereotypical parents, like you know they had to wear button up, you know, shirts and you know slacks, and they look like businessmen, and they would like have to come straight home because they were cool. I'm like, hey man, we're gonna go, you know, hang out at the comic shop, and he's like, no, I can't, dude, I gotta go home. But he ended up being like the cum laude or whatever, who's the smartest guy in class. Whatever that one is. But he was a cool guy though. But no one ever hung out with him. I mean, we didn't really get to know him as a kid, you know, in school. What'd you guys? Zombie side.
Yeah, I just put away my Zombicide Iron Maiden minis that I did.
Oh, that's right.
And they turned out good. I actually didn't finish 2 of them, but I just wasn't into it. I'm just like, okay, I'm putting away 15 miniatures. Do I want to leave these 2 out, or do I just want to throw them in the box and, you know, paint them later? It was the Trooper Eddie and
it's like the best one.
That's the one I
couldn't
want.
find. You know, I wanted to get the right colors for the uniform, and that was just too much work. Everything else I could just, you know.
You don't have red?
I've got like 12 reds, if not more. And I wanted it to be the right one, and I just, you know, I wasn't feeling it. The other ones I banged out pretty quickly and got some good effects with. You know,
so how many total did you? How many total was it? Like you did like 60, didn't you?
No, for the Zombicide Iron Maiden.
No. On the challenge, on Mutt's challenge.
There's like 50 minis.
That's all. What about you guys, Greg, Ashley? What'd you guys end up getting?
Finishing. 15.
Are you finishing it up?
Yeah, he just said Rangers. I
the-
finished 22, 23rd.
Actually got more
All right,
than
on.
I did, but for almost 2 weeks we had no Blizzard stuff going on.
Yeah,
So
our paint's kind of frozen.
literally cold in the house, like 10, 15 degrees in the house.
Yeah.
Oh damn!
I got bump fixed.
Do you guys have like a wood burning stove or anything like that?
No, we live in a mobile home.
Oh,
don't really want to catch the
you
park
can
on
still
fire.
hook one of those up.
A
You can still hook one of those up.
No,
Burn the fucker
wood
down.
stove would be a good idea. I'm sorry, actually has it way down low. It's hard to hear.
Yeah, you know,
That'd
even
be
if
a
you
good
gotta use
idea because
those pellets are great, from what I hear.
yeah.
So hey, Greg. Go ahead, man.
Go ahead. It's hard to hear, Brian.
I was saying, Shadow does like you're kind of a prepper. I mean, not a prepper, but you guys are big hunters and campers and shit. Shadow does a lot of like prepping videos and stuff. You guys might get a kick out of.
As a matter of fact, probably maybe tomorrow, but probably not. Probably next week. One of my friends and I we're going to do a prepping video on cold weather, some things you can do, debunking or talking about the terracotta pot heaters and some hobo stoves and things like that you can use that won't kill you, but still use fire or alcohol burning stoves and things like that, for an emergency, not the entire winter that requires, much more preparations, but
Ashley and Greg are big hunters. They're big hunting family, so that's kind of interesting. Maybe you guys can.
Yeah,
where you guys
do our
located?
own cannibal hunting and try to be somewhat self-sufficient. But alcohol, burn that, man. I feel I have to
Too
drink
expensive.
Is it really? You're like, I gotta drink that shit.
Well,
yeah, wood
the
pellet
trick.
stove would be good.
Okay, insert. Okay. The thing is, you can use. There are alcohol stoves that you can make that use very, very, very little, or you can use the tea light things, and if you put them in the right contraption, that'll create a lot of heat, and then it'll radiate. And in a motorhome, you could probably get by with very, very little in an emergency.
Yeah, I mean, I live in a mobile home too, and the walls are so damn thin here. I couldn't imagine being in like you guys up in like sub-zero temperature kind of shit.
Bill, they have not got back to me, but they do like a weekly a live stream, and I think it's on Friday. So if I don't hear from them, I'm just going to barrage them with hey, we need the printed instructions back. Hello, puppy.
Oh yeah, we need to get on it.
What's
Hey,
up, Shadow? How you doing?
Shadow, I found you just now on YouTube, so
Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Are you guys? Is your channel public or private? Because I'll sub right back.
No, it's
Public.
Okay, so then I'll see the notification. I'll click on you, and then I'll sub right back.
Yeah, you guys go sub
cool,
everybody's channels. They're good folk.
Just don't be a sub. Always be dominant.
Be always
What?
And GWC, where are you guys located?
Iowa.
Iowa.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Who do we know up there? One of our crews up in the Midwest, isn't there?
Bo is in Utah.
Oh, he's in Utah, yeah.
Most of you guys are all in Texas. I'm gonna
Well,
have more
Max up in what? The Dakotas? One of the Dakotas?
Mm-hmm.
Not that that's Midwest or anything, but
Hey.
What's above us?
Do I count as a Southerner being from California?
Fuck no.
Yeah,
You barely count as
California,
human.
I got out of that terrible.
I'm trying.
Oh yeah,
brother, I'm
Greg
trying.
was in California, yeah. He escaped.
Yeah, we escaped. We did.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's real hard now. There's no trucks. And
I heard. Yeah, like moving trucks are like non-existent nowadays.
Yeah,
That's funny.
And I got to wait for my son to graduate high school and get his, get him off to college and that sort of thing, or I will, it just won't work out right.
We send him to trade school.
If he gets a scholarship, it's going to be a nice Catholic college. So
yeah,
that's what he wants, and if that's what he can
no
get,
guarantee these days.
I understand.
Still have those?
Yeah, they do, and he won't go there without taking a tour, to make sure it's what he wants. But personally, I would tell him trade school also, but I don't know what he would pick, to be honest.
Don't do it, Justin. Don't say it. Yeah, go ahead, man.
Is Mac Thompson and Squirrel Hermit? Are you guys to find you guys on YouTube?
Mac, I don't think has a channel. Squirrel Hermit does have a channel, a great channel.
Mac is too deviant for YouTube.
Well, I don't know about that. He's just
They let you on here, man.
It's true. If they let me on, they'll let anybody on.
yeah. I think you've got that title secure for quite some time.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Shadow's creating a new trophy for next year's Shadow Awards.
It's a guy. It's our favorite streaker. So, Greg,
it's just a head. It's a head coming on a platform, proudly biting on a ball gag.
God. So, in one of Shadow's shows, one of his live shows the other week, somebody like wanted to come in and join the panel, right? But when Shadow let him in, he was like jerking. So it was like we had to turn this feed off. We had to delete the video, so YouTube, wouldn't fuck with him, and it was a big hassle. But so he's getting a lot of shit for it.
And we expect you to make good on giving them that shit as well. Everybody must mock Shadow.
And it yeah, we've had a bunch of people come in with various states of undress, let's just say.
Yeah, he's made some enemies along the way somehow in there.
Well, I don't know if I'd call them enemies. I mean, they seem to
or friendly, very friendly, watchers.
Honestly, I would almost call them, either stalkers or groupies.
What do you mean? They're just people from Shadow's day job as a porn producer.
Shit.
Jackie's right there, dude.
Yeah, come on, man. He's got kids.
He knows exactly what you do.
He thinks he does.
Why
do
you think he's trying to save your soul?
It's true. If anybody can save your soul, it'll be Jackie there, Shadow.
He's like, repent, heretic, repent.
Repent!
You think he's saying father, but he's saying you soulless bastard.
Let's not go that far.
I have a soul. I am not a ginger. How dare you?
Not a ginger.
I don't know. Anyone that's lived as long as you have probably doesn't have a soul.
I don't know. I think Greg might have you beat. So Greg, Shadow turns what, 83 this year?
Man, Shadow's so old.
57, yeah.
Shadow is so old he predates the invention of sand. He told you that earlier.
Hey, Bill, no problem, man. You can say you were there, that night, so to speak.
Yeah, I was there too. Yeah,
and
maybe it was directed to me.
Still scarred from it.
How old are you, Greg? You're in your 50s, ain't you?
Yeah, I'm 100, but I act like I'm 5.
100. That's it. I knew it.
5.
I knew it was somewhere around there.
On that thing, you don't have to do it. It's just a damn trap.
It's true. Greg is very adamant about not growing old at all, ever.
I know, Mac. You're older, right? You're like what?
Mac's older, really?
I think so. Or maybe not. Or maybe he's not there yet, and he's trying to deal with the impending doom.
the impending doom.
Hey, what's up, nerds? I
hey, nerds back.
I don't feel all that old. And when I look younger than Hungar and DM James.
Oh yeah, totally.
Well, you look younger than everybody that was born the time you were born. Since they're all dead.
Hey, thank you, Mac Thompson.
Mac.
Listen, Brian, the only difference between
it's true.
Me and you is if people subscribe to themselves as being old, then they're old. If they just shit, they're not going to have these limitations. Other people think, oh my God, I'm 45, I can't do anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
No, you're 45. You shouldn't
I don't
do anything.
Hey, I just get up. I plow snow. I freaking climb on roofs. What am I supposed to do? Sit down in a rocking chair and knit?
No,
It's true.
You gotta do what Shadow does. You gotta go over to the Home Depot and pick up a couple Mexicans, convince them that they're your kids, and then make them do
Yeah,
drugs.
so I have to apologize for Justin. This is your first experience with Justin. This is Justin. This is our Canadian, resident Canadian. So just go with the flow. He's a good guy. Maybe.
I just subbed as well, guys. Gamers with Coffee.
Yeah.
Go check them out.
Oh, so also Gamers with Coffee, being Gamers with Coffee, sell coffee. They sell coffee.
Cool.
They get their own brand of coffee. So if you guys are coffee drinkers, check it out. Check it out.
Gamers with Coffee, you say?
So what you have different?
Hungar, I believe, is 51.
Yeah, Hungar's 50. He's the same age as me.
Okay, he's 50, and DM James is 52. I know, right? It's like
that's it. I thought DMJ's is a lot older than that.
No.
He's a trip. Both of those guys are fucking characters, man.
Yeah, they are.
They're great, though. They're fun.
You know that DM James was the first guy to have Jackie on without me. So,
oh, really?
Yeah. They literally just sat and talked religion and politics, and you know, he was 14 at the time, and he was holding his own with you know DM James, and then Mr. Max had Jackie on as well when they were talking.
Oh wow!
And it was Mr. Max and Bear and some other folks, and I was just like, wow.
Mr. Max, I hope he's okay, and I hope he comes back to the community.
Yeah, he says he's coming back sometime in February.
That's good.
Gamers with Coffee. I did not sub. I dominated the follow button because I did not sub.
There you go.
I am not a sub. I dominated the follow button.
He dominated the follow button. There you go. It's as good as you're getting.
I know, right, Mac? But yeah, you know, we got to help each other out. You know,
it's true.
Certain people will get, you know, throttled by the algorithm from time to time, and you know, if we you know network and do all that stuff, eventually, you know, we'll make sure everybody in our circle is up there to 1,000 subs, and you know,
what I enjoy is that our circle gets bigger and bigger, man. You know, Bill's in it now. You know, we're with Bill and Mac, and you know, Gamers with Coffee and Mutt. I mean, it's all these divergent, you know, kind of, you know, similar but different channels. You know, and it's just that's what it's about, man. Building that, just, you know,
big ass circle of friends.
Yeah,
because you never know when, you know, like Lauren's here. You know, she helped Hungar get his miniature. You know, so he could be immortalized.
Third, yeah.
She's helping me with the trophies for the awards and
Nerd.
You know,
I mean, you have got to know how appreciative Hungar is that you did that for him. I mean, that's a big thing, dude. That's a lot of time and effort to make that STL for him, dude. And I mean, he loved you for that. That's awesome.
I think it's more the thought and the actions, you know.
Sure.
You know, I mean, think about it. You're on your way out, so to speak, you know, and people, you know, people want this thing, you know, so they can always have you in their games, even if they can't get you at the table. That's freaking awesome. You know, I wish Jackie would hurry up and paint the giant size one. Someone's knocking in the green room.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Mutt, Nerd. Welcome to the show, Nerd.
Hey.
Good to see you, girl.
And I got to tell you, the detail
that was the last
on the really big
entire show.
On the really big Hungar, the facial detail.
It's great.
Oh, it is.
Let me see if I can do a big thing on you, Shadow. Let's see, how do I do that? Like right.
So blow yourself up
Let's see
first.
here. Okay, I'm blown up here. Let's see.
And then you just drag the pitcher
over to the. There we go. Look
There
at
you
that
go.
guy. Woo! Hungar in the flesh. Very cool.
Yeah, it came together really well. I ended
It
up
did,
making his
it's
head
great.
kind of flat. I tried to make it rounder to match Hunger's skull better, but it ended up looking like a cone head, so I had to squish it down.
It still looks like him.
It's like, Hungar, you're getting out of control. I got to do something here. Squish his head down, knock him around.
What
But-
did you actually make that one from scratch, or did you part it out from other things?
Yeah, so I started with a Conan statue. I redid the head, the beards, the X, and the arms.
Okay.
So Greg and Ashley, Nerd does like a bunch of. She's on a bunch of STL sites, and she does all this awesome like free World War II STLs and stuff, man. So if you guys need any World War II stuff for your game, it's a 28 or 1/48 scale, but you can always downsize that stuff for your gaming.
Right. Switch places with me, man.
All right,
It's your show.
it's our show.
I don't see no Taco Bell around here.
Ding dong.
So, what scale do you guys probably play over there at Gaming with Coffee?
It just depends. I play a lot of 28mm. We play 15.
Yeah.
A lot of World War II.
I don't say a lot of World War II.
Yeah, Yankee.
Yeah, we predominantly play.
Okay.
They do a lot of every Sunday. They do a live like a battle report of whatever they play live. So whatever they're playing, be it Aliens or the Flames of War or whatever it might be they're playing, they'll show it live.
Sweet.
So when you say Warhammer, is that Fantasy Battle, 40K?
40K. So
However,
more closely to
World
50
War
millimeter.
That kind of stuff.
I got a bunch of my figures up here.
Oh, let me make you big, Ash. Hold on a second. You can show off some of your stuff. Ashley's a big Tyranid, I believe, player.
Yep.
Or Bugs. And Greg is you're a Ultramarines?
Space Marine.
Yep,
Space Marines.
Smurf.
Symbol.
Yeah.
The best thing about Ultramarines is you can paint them in different color and make them a different army.
It's true. If you're like, I'm sick of these Ultramarines, hey, we're Blood Angels all of a sudden.
That's true.
That is the truth.
I'm just salty because in 30K they're overpowered.
Are they really?
Ultramarines?
Then got the best unique units in 30K.
All
It's
of them
insane.
up here.
Really? I didn't know that. That's interesting. So who's the good like chaos chapter in 30K?
Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh.
Yeah, I mean the balance is actually pretty tight. And it's mostly to dreadnought spam your scumbags. That's the one truly broken saying. But the community as a whole is much more about the thematic battles and taking the units that look cool and fit your lore.
That's cool.
But most armies are playable to some degree. Iron Warriors have a really nasty optional ammo they can take for bolters that absolutely wrecks face. Gun Bearers, which is what I play, have some really strong infantry.
Who is it? Lunar
The
Wolves?
Word Bearers. I can't say the words. The Word Bearers.
Yeah, Word Bearers.
Oh, sorry, guard.
We found your weakness. The word bearer.
So my speech therapist has a mantra that I'm supposed to practice, which is the worst word in the world is girl. and I don't think you heard any of those words.
Mm. I was supposed
Sounds
to
fine
chant
to
the
me.
word dough.
What words? I didn't hear them. What words?
The worst word in the world is girl. If I didn't
It's
get
like
that
it's
wrong.
like a phrase to practice.
Yeah, that's a sound I very much struggle with.
Oh, okay.
The wa. Mm.
Instead, what is it like in the Japanese? Can't pronounce the W, so they say ra, like the R. Is that what it is? Or
So
the L?
secretly, a nerd's nerd is actually Japanese, not a weeb.
Could be. I don't even know if you're.
I
She
think
might be
I think they
Japanese.
juxtapose the L's and the R's.
Maybe it's the L's. Yeah. I just remember that scene in A Christmas Story where they're singing "Deck the halls with balls of holly." It was like that. So I guess it's the L.
No, that was
And
a
in fact,
racism.
Nerd probably knows this. In World War II, the Marines would purposely have call sign names where most Japanese couldn't pronounce that. They had that R. They couldn't say the L. I believe that was an actual thing.
Yeah,
So-
that actually, you see that in several conflicts throughout history with different sounds. But yeah, that's exactly one of them used against the Japanese in the Pacific campaign. And he goes all the way back. There's even, biblical accounts where the losing army that was fleeing were asked to say the word shibboleth because they couldn't make the SH sound.
Really? Interesting. Huh. Craziness. So the word bearers, are they the word bearers are corn, right? Weren't they the favored
No,
corn?
so they are undivided.
Oh,
and
that's
they're
right.
the most chaos of the chaos. They have all the possessed. They have demon engines. They summon the most demons, and then they merge with him.
Gotcha. I swear the word bearers were corn. Wasn't that who is the corn?
So those are the world eaters are corn.
World eaters. That's it. You're right. The word bearers are the only chaos guys that have a chaplain still, right?
Yeah,
they
they
still
were the
have
ones who
chaplains?
invented the chaplain. So they have the dark apostle, but yeah, that's their chaplain, and they were the ones
That's
who
their thing.
created the possessed Marines. The original
okay.
wave were called the Galver back, and those are the infantry. They will kill anything they touch on the board. And their models are the best ever for any line. They're just incredible models.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been doing like life's like lore sized Marines. Let me show you real quick. Hold on.
I got this pimple right here and it just won't pop. It's fucking bugging me. It's probably Father Nurgle there. Oh. Giving me his blessing. Damn you and your freaking chaos.
He gives his gifts whether you want them or not.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like right there on the crest of the nose. The nostril. The really painful spot.
I can't find a normal 28 millimeter figure, but I
28 millimeters.
Yeah. But I beefed him on here. Let me get my hold on a second. I beefed him up on now that you can print bigger shit. So I did. These are like let me see if I have a 28.
You could always print.
Anyway, now yeah. So these are a lot bigger than the normal ones. But I might get a Rhino or a Land Raider and make it like big, like be like 10 of these guys could actually fit in the fucker. Probably be like a 1/6 scale.
You can break it up and print it out life size.
Yeah. True. But yeah, I'm putting together a Slanesh army right now. And
sister. Nerds, I got a question for you.
Shoot.
What would you recommend is the best scanner for 3D models so that you could scan like old miniatures and then turn them into reprints.
Yeah, I haven't actually dabbled in that. I've thought about it. I saw one Kickstarter for one that looked fairly promising, but I didn't go in on it. So I don't do any scanning, and I don't really have any advice I can give.
Give me a minute. Artisan of
The guy Romanovich seems to have a pretty good scanner. He reproduced those dust things. Those are pretty good.
Yeah, you can see some of his older stuff isn't nearly as good, and you can tell exactly when he upgraded and bought a new scanner because the quality went up so good.
Yeah, he does some great stuff.
I'm gonna send you a link to a video you can check out. Shadow on Discord.
Thanks. Because for me, that would be a big selling point for 3D because I've got thousands of miniatures in 25 mil scale from back in the day that were really, really good. But you put them next to a 28.
Squirrel.
Yeah. Because
put them next to a 28 and they're comical.
I'm subscribed to this
and
guy.
And then I want to put my dog in the scanner and make it
smaller. He needs a friend.
I'm subscribed to this guy who goes by the name Artisan of All. Yeah. And he does 3D models.
You're not getting my burrito. It's my burrito.
And he just reviewed a scanner.
I think Romanovich is unofficially doing some like 40K stuff, isn't he?
Yeah, this guy does all 40K.
Yeah, 40K, I haven't seen Romanovich do any 40K. I know Maxima DT, the other big dust creator.
Oh, that's right. Maybe that's who I'm thinking of. His stuff is pretty good too.
From scratch. That guy's like a legit 3D modeler. He's got skills.
He's got some pretty cool like dust walkers. Those like artillery ones. Those look fucking awesome. Those German ones.
Those I pretty much have all of his stuff. Like everything he releases, I buy.
I think that's what these are. I think these laser stuff is from him.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's pretty one of his walkers. It looks like too. So he did that. He built from scratch, and they're so close to a perfect proxy. He's fantastically talented.
When I got this and printed it up, I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, that looks small. It looks whatever. And I got, because I have one, like a dust made one. Dude, they're exactly the fucking same scale. I'm like, damn, I was wrong. It's awesome.
The one thing I don't like about the Dust's models is that, like, you look at that one in the cockpit area, looks significantly less detailed than the rest of the model.
Well,
you know, so it's just jarring to me, you know.
It's just a different like design. It's not like because like this is here's another version of this one. This was this one. See, it's just a little different. It's the same basic thing. Okay. It's just
that one. It looks
it's
like
a little different.
More, like the other one doesn't look like the model's finished being made.
I think it's just more advanced looking, to be honest with you. I think this one looks more advanced than this one. This one still has rivets and shit.
Well,
there's actually some history between those two models when they were designed. So the smoother one that Josephine doesn't look finished, that was the original design, and the feedback was that it looked too sci-fi and not World War II enough. So they redid it, and actually it's the same walker. They're both the Panzerkampfwaffe gun, but they redid the model and made it very obviously German World War II.
Yeah.
No, it looks like there was another pass that needed to go over.
You're old. Shut up. I'm cooler looking. No, you are not cool.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. It's not the rivets or lack of rivets, because I don't care about that. If I were to get that, I'd probably shave the rivets off, right? But because I don't.
I started
time period, but
printing up my
it just looks
Bushmaster, whatever this thing is called.
Yeah, you see, like that's got the same level of detail across the whole model. So
these are cool because they're almost like motorcycles. You know, it's just like it's really not. There's no armor on it, really. You know, it's basically a guy sitting on a motorcycle. You know, with legs and got quad 50s. I mean, that's like heaven right there. Anything with quad 50 would be amazing.
Do you know who rode a motorcycle in World War One?
World War One?
Yeah.
Your buddy? But yeah. Well, guys, I tell you, I love all you guys being here. This is like my family, but I'm getting beat. I got to put Mel to bed. She's been up all day.
You gonna go do some knitting?
Yeah, we're gonna do some crocheting. right, Mac.
Whatever.
But hey, nerd, it's always a pleasure. Love you, girl. Justin, you're pretty cool. Shadow, love you. Greg and Ash, you guys are great, fantastic. Love you guys, and all you guys in the chats. Love you guys. Keep on keeping it weird, and back each other's play, and
party on.
Let's keep doing it.
See you guys tomorrow.
All right, guys. Keep it weird.
Bye.
Happy trails.